Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our subject for this video is basic literary terms. Alliteration is the repetition of the same sound, usually consonant, at the beginning of words or in the stressed syllabus of words. Example: the fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed the fray. The repeated, if you remember the ancient mariner poem by S.G. Coleridge, the repeated bass sound and fair sound make the lines run quickly and give the impression of a ship traveling at high speed. And also on the line day after day, with its repeated da sound, suggests both monotony and immobility. Alliteration can be used to highlight the feeling or draw attention to a particular group of words to emphasize meaning. Here are examples of alliteration from The Hind by Thomas Wyatt, who lists to hind, I know where is a hind, line number 1, 3, and 5. The vain travail hath worried me so sore. The repetition of se sound at the beginning of these two words so and sore, and the repetition of me sound at the beginning of these words may means my mind. Consonance refers to the repetition of consonant sound which can occur anywhere in a word. Example: it will creep and beep while you sleep. The repeating sound of consonants can occur anywhere in a word, whereas the repeating sounds of alliteration must occur either in the first syllabus of words or in the stressed syllabus of words. Assonance refers to the repetition of vowel sounds in close proximity. Example: the vain travail hath worried me so sore. The same line from Thomas Wyatt poem, line number 3, here is an assonance, cause cause there is a repetition, the repetition of vowel sounds. And here is an alliteration cause there is a repetition of consonant sound, so sore. Metaphor is a comparison of two unlike things without using like or as. Example: the snow is a white blanket, time is money. Snow is unlike white blanket, but there is a comparison. Time is unlike money, but there is a comparison. It means that time is valuable resource. Used to say that the person time is valuable as money. Another one of the most commonly examples of metaphor in English literature comes from the All the Words stage. Monologue from As You Like It by Shakespeare. The quotation expresses a metaphor because the world is not literally a stage. By asserting that the world is a stage, Shakespeare uses a point of comparison between the world and a stage to convey an understanding about the mechanics of the world and the behavior of people within it, and all the men and women merely players. Here also examples of metaphor from The Hind. In the first line, there is from Thomas Wyatt, The Hind, line number 1 and 8. Who lists to hunt, I know where is an hind. There is a comparison of a woman to a hind, a female there. And line number 8, since in a net I seek to hold the wind, there is a comparison of the task of catching a woman to catching wind with a net. There is a comparison of the task of catching women to catching wind with a net. Simile is a direct comparison of two things using words like or as. She is as beautiful as a flower, as a flower. Onomatopoeia words which actually convey the sound being made. Boom, bubble, gargle, and delicately. Personification is a type of metaphor in which human qualities are inserted to non-human things. Example, Shelley in his ode to the West Wind, Shelley makes use of personification in almost every line. O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's being, thou from whose unseen presence the leaves dead are driven like ghosts from an enchanter fleeing. First, the wind is part of a human being. It is the breath of autumn, which is personified as a living thing. Then it is a spirit, unseen, or whose presence fills the leaves. It's personified as a ghost. Rhyme means words that end with the same sounds, usually at the end of lines. Example, there once was a man from upstate who never would eat off a plate. Upstate and plate, the same sound at the end of lines. The fair breeze blew, the white fawn flew, the furrow followed the free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea. Notice how in the second example, as we see, there are not only rhymes at the end of each line, but internal rhymes as well. That is, two rhyming words within a single line. Two rhyming words, blew and flew, first and burst. Two rhyming words within a single line. This is internal rhyme. So many rhymes in rapid succession quicken the pace of the poem. When here all in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. When the ship stops, Coleridge does not use internal rhyme, and the pace becomes slower. There are only two rhymes as opposed to 6 in the previous stanza. What is pace? Pace is the speed at which it seems appropriate to read a poem. Poets vary the pace to suit the subject matter of a poem. Rhythm, a harmony of movement that is a musical succession of sounds. It refers to the patterns of stressed and unstressed syllable. The fair breeze blew, the white fawn flew, the furrow followed the free. Notice how the lines from the ancient mariner, the rhythm of the fair breeze blew, the white fawn flew, the furrow followed the free, matches the ship's stop. The ship stops. The rhythm alters and the pace of the poem becomes slower day after day, day after day. We stuck no breath, no motion. A poem must always help to convey the poet's attention and give us some indications of his mood. What is mood? Atmosphere. For example, somber, tragic, comic, romantic. This is different from the tone of the poem, which refers to the poet's attitude. For example, bitter, angry, resentful, irony, mocking. So, rhythm also used when a poet wants us to pay very close attention to something. Irony, words implying meaning opposite to their normal meaning. Elegy, a poem or a song which is a lament for death of a particular person. Imagery, the use of description, figures of speech and pictures to create ideas and feelings. Ambiguity, the possibility of more than one meaning. Meter, a regulated rhythm when the stressfuls are regulated in a voice. Repetition, a poet may repeat words or idea to emphasize a particular idea. A lyric poem is a comparatively short non-narrative poem in which a single speaker presents a state of mind or an emotional state. Narrative poetry, a poem which tells a story, often a ballad. A ballad is a form of verse, often a narrative set to music. Satire, the use of wit or humor to attack something. Dramatic monologue, a dramatic monologue is a type of poem in which the speaker is directly addressing and talking to some other person. The speaker in such poem usually speaks alone, and so it is called a monologue. Italian sonnet, 14 lines divided into 8 lines octave and 6 lines sestet. 14 lines divided into 8 lines octave and 6 lines sestet. What about Shakespearean sonnet? 14 lines divided into 3 quatrains. What is a quatrains? 4 lines group and a rhyming couplet. This is made clear by the rhyming scheme as well as by the themes. A rhyming scheme is the rhyming sequence of or arrangement of sounds at the end of each line of poetry. It is typically represented by using letters to demonstrate which lines rhyme with which. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. This line rhyme with this, B, rhyming, a rhyme scheme. Stanza, a verse or set of lines of poetry, the pattern of which is represented throughout the poem. Couplet, 2 consecutive lines of poetry which are paired in length or rhyme. Shakespearean sonnet employs the following rhyme scheme across its 14 lines divided into 3 quatrains. 1, 2, 3. It's 14 lines which again are broken up into 3 quatrains plus a two line coda A B C D E F G G. Sonnet 18 is an American or Shakespearean sonnet. It is perhaps the best known of all sonnet. 14 lines in length, made up of 3 quatrains, 1, 2, 3. What is a quatrains? Quatrains, 4 lines group, 4 lines stanza. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines group or 4 lines stanza, quatrains. 3 quatrains and a couplet. Couplet, what is couplet? Couplet is a consecutive lines which are paired in length or rhymed. G. Sonnet 18 has a regular rhyme scheme A B C D E F G G.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaves hath all too